Hello, welcome again to another video. All happening today. We've got a classic but modern tram neath the tower, which is nestled adjacent to the wedding chapel, which is that greeny gold hideous monstrosity in front of me. And in the background there we've got the Ferris wheel and the big one, if you can see that, and the bendy spoons which show which way the wind blows. Any way the wind blows. Yeah. So let's have the panoramic view going round to Shenanigans, Yates's, the Cenotaph, the Metropole Hotel, home of our friends from abroad, and then along the pier. I think the pier's closed today actually. It looks a bit desolate, which is a shame. There's the other pier, that's Central Pier. That one's North Pier. So yeah, the Buddha of Blackpool potters along. It's funny, no matter how many videos you do like this, you never see any more vloggers. You know, like I wanted to see bump into Leica or Walk on the Wild Side, Stephen, you know, but you just don't see them. And you think you would. I think if some great event is happening, like the bulldozing of a building, then you see them then. Everyone turns up to that, but this is quite a solitary pursuit anyway, so you wonder if you want to see anybody anyway, but it'd be nice, you know, to show that you're not alone doing this. Because if you think about it, it's a quite odd thing to do. Oh, look at that Four Shores Hotel. Looks like the windows have been put through. It looks like Rill, or as they call it, Rahill. Let's see. I don't think the pier's open, because I like a little walk along the pier, but I think I've had me chips. Well, not literally, because I'm off chips for a while. The Buddha of Blackpool is turning into the Buddha of Tibet, so I've got to watch the old waistline. Oh yeah, look, it's shut. The gates are shut as a seagull cries behind me, as if to say, you've had it, mate. Walking along here never seems to have the same appeal as it does in summer, because obviously this is early February 2023, so it's very you know, it's a bit grim really, everything. Look at this bar. I mean, that'll be full in summer, that, and there'll be an act on singing outside, and the joy will return. But as it is, the joy is in absentia. Let's carry on. That's a nice restaurant there, the Walk In. That's worth a walk. Have a walk at the Walk. Nice food. Bit like Tampopo or Wagamama. That kind of Thai shtick. And here we come to the Cenotaph. And in the background is the Metropole Hotel, which houses, or did house until very recently, hundreds of asylum seekers that have come over, not from this sea, which is the Irish Sea, but they've come over from Dover to have the accommodation. And a lot of people are against that, aren't they? Not that it makes any difference politically, nothing. Doesn't matter what the people are against. The politicians do what the World Economic Forum tell them to do. But I find this interesting. Under the so-called boardwalk, we've got this decaying underbelly of pier. Quite extraordinary place, really. It's really like rusty and knackered. Built in the Victorian era, it still stays up. North Pier is my favourite pier. At the end there you've got the Joe Longthorne Theatre, at which I've seen a lot of acts there actually, but most recently saw Alex Belfield and Katie Hopkins. Now, of course, Alex Belfield has been imprisoned recently. I think he's been inside about 3 months now. I think he got did he get 5 years, I think, for speaking, for shooting his mouth off. So that's obviously a message to anyone who wants to shoot their mouth off. The message is, don't shoot your fucking mouth off. So like me, like all YouTubers and vloggers and bloggers, you can't write what you want to write or say what you want to say without getting a strike. Even I've got a strike for a very innocuous picture. So and I'm shadow banned everywhere, so that's for very mild comments. So there you go. Now I intend to see Katie Hopkins again this year. She's here at the North Pier at the end of the year. There's Chubby Brown's dates. Saw Chubby Brown in the 1980s, and there's Katie Hopkins. Book now, it says. So Katie Hopkins is on here and appears at the end of May, or middle of May and end of October. So that'll be a great spectacle to see. So again, Chubby Brown, Jurassic Live. Let's see if Katie comes up again. Katie Hopkins. There she is, 13th of May and 14th of October. So that'd be great to see her, because she does shoot her mouth off, and I'm surprised that the powers that be haven't silenced her yet neither. So that's a bit of a shock. Can you imagine in the old days when you'd walk along here? I mean, tonight will be full of drunks and scroats and you know, people with very little fucking coordination, really, bodily and in their lives. And but that's the famous, legendary Robert's Oyster Rooms, and in days gone by, that would have probably been actual oysters, and now it's, you know, it's all rock now. People probably don't want oysters, probably wouldn't know what to do with a fucking oyster. So I wouldn't mind a Rolex oyster actually. So sure, I can get one for a few quid in Blackpool. So here we go now. This is up a little street called West Street at the side of the Robert's Oyster Bar, and we traverse up West Street past the Eden Club and Nobby's karaoke bar, which is I guess it's somewhat ironic that Nobby's would be next to a lap dancing bar. We've got Brannigan's here, We Make the Party, and a Wetherspoons. I've actually eaten there, that's alright. Who hasn't eaten in Wetherspoons? Like I'm recommending some weird deserted place where nobody knows. Anyway, that ends my little potter around Blackpool. So from me, Buddha of Blackpool, signing off once more, and I'll see you all again soon. I'm doing a bit of travelling this week. that's not a green light for anyone to rob my house, because there's 5 people in it and a very angry golden retriever. So I'll see you on my travels. Bye.